Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are exploring a tough but crucial subject, the mental state of abusers and rapists. Before we dive in, let me clear there is no excuse for abusive behavior, but understanding the psychological and neurological factors behind it can help us better address and prevent it. Let's take a closer look through real world cases that illustrate how these factors play out. Let's start with the brain. Take the case of Aaron Hernandez, the former NFL player convicted of murder. After his death, an autopsy revealed that he had severe chronic traumatic encephalopathy or CTE, a brain condition caused by repeated head trauma. Studies have shown that CTE can damage parts of the brain responsible for impulse control and decision making, like the prefrontal cortex. This kind of brain injury can contribute to violent and erratic behavior. But remember, this doesn't excuse his actions. It just helps explain why he may have struggled to control his impulses. Now let's talk about cognitive distortions. A well-known example is the case of Brock Turner, a Stanford student convicted of sexual assault. Turner minimized his actions, claiming he didn't understand the impact they had on the victim. This kind of distorted thinking is common in abusers. They often convince themselves that their actions aren't harmful or that the victim is somehow responsible. But this doesn't change the fact that they are fully accountable for their behavior. Many abusers come from traumatic backgrounds. For example, research into serial abusers like Ted Bundy often highlights their troubled upbringings. Bundy, who committed numerous violent crimes, came from a chaotic home filled with violence and neglect. Childhood trauma doesn't automatically lead to abusive behavior, but it can increase the likelihood. However, it's essential to remember that many people with trauma histories don't go on to harm others. What matters is how the trauma is addressed early on. One of the critical neurological factors researchers have found is a lack of empathy in many abusers. Think of notorious figures like Jeffrey Dahmer, who confessed to committing horrific crimes with little to no remorse. Neurological studies suggest that people like Dahmer have reduced activity in the areas of the brain that control empathy. They may struggle to process other people's emotions, which makes the behavior even more dangerous. However, even though they might not feel empathy in the same way, they still know right from wrong. So, what does all of this mean for us? By understanding the psychology and neuroscience behind abusive behavior, we can better intervene before it's too late. For example, recognizing signs of impulsivity or empathy deficits early can help us direct people towards therapy or intervention programs before they cause harm. We have seen programs in schools, workplaces, and communities that are working to teach emotional regulation and healthy relationships, which are crucial for prevention. Ultimately, understanding the mental state of abusers isn't about excusing their actions, it's about preventing future harm. If we can recognize the warning signs, provide support, and hold people accountable, we can start breaking the cycle of abuse. It's not just about punishment, it's about protecting victims and making our communities safer. Thanks for watching. I know this is a tough topic, but more we understand, the better equipped we are to make a real difference. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think we can prevent abusive behavior before it starts? As always, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and share it with others who might find it valuable. Let's keep the conversation going and work together to create safer communities. Thank you.